A level law practice exam. Question 1. What is actus reus? A. Guilty mind. B. Guilty act. C. Legal precedent. Or D. Civil wrong. The correct answer is B. Guilty act. The physical element of a crime. Question 2. Define mens rea. A. The physical act. B. The mental element or guilty mind. C. A type of contract. Or D. The jury's verdict. The correct answer is B. The mental element or guilty mind. Intent or recklessness. Question 3. Which case established the modern law of negligence? A. R. v. Dudley and Stevens. B. Donahue v. Stevenson. C. Carlisle v. Carbolic Smokeball Company. Or D. R. v. Miller. The correct answer is B. Donahue v. Stevenson. The snail in the ginger beer case. Question 4. What is strict liability? A. Liability requiring intent. B. Liability without the need to prove mens rea for the actus reus. C. Only for murder. Or D. A contract term. The correct answer is B. Liability without the need to prove mens rea for the actus reus. Common in regulatory or environmental offenses. Question 5. In contract law, what is consideration? A. Thinking about the deal. B. Something of value exchanged between parties. C. The signature. Or D. The witness. The correct answer is B. Something of value exchanged between parties. Price paid for the promise. Question 6. What is judicial precedent? A. Judges making new laws. B. Following the decisions of higher courts in similar cases. C. Voting for judges. Or D. A type of prison sentence. The correct answer is B. Following the decisions of higher courts in similar cases. Stare decisis. Question 7. The burden of proof in a criminal trial lies with A. The defendant. B. The prosecution. C. The judge. Or D. The jury. The correct answer is B. The prosecution. Beyond reasonable doubt. Question 8. What is the standard of proof in a civil case? A. Beyond reasonable doubt. B. On the balance of probabilities. C. Absolute certainty. Or D. 50-50th split. The correct answer is B. On the balance of probabilities. Lower than criminal standard. Question 9. Define theft under the Theft Act 1968. A. Borrowing with permission. B. Dishonestly appropriating property belonging to another with intent to permanently deprive. C. Taking by force. Or D. Finding lost money. The correct answer is B. Dishonestly appropriating property belonging to another with intent to permanently deprive. Section 1 of the Act. Question 10. What is vicarious liability? A. Liability for one's own acts. B. An employer being liable for the torts of an employee. C. Liability for animals. Or D. A criminal defense. The correct answer is B. An employer being liable for the torts of an employee committed in the course of employment. Question 11. A counteroffer in contract law. A. Accepts the original offer. B. Destroys the original offer. C. Is a valid contract. Or D. Must be in writing. The correct answer is B. Destroys the original offer. Hyde v. Wrench. Question 12. What is obiter dicta? A. The reason for the decision. B. Other things said by the way in a judgment. C. A binding rule. Or D. The final verdict. The correct answer is B. Other things said by the way in a judgment. Not binding but persuasive. Question 13. Which court is the highest in the UK legal system? A. High Court. B. Court of Appeal. C. Supreme Court. Or D. Magistrates' Court. The correct answer is C. Supreme Court. Replaced the House of Lords in 2009. Question 14. Define assault in criminal law. A. Physical contact. B. Causing the victim to apprehend immediate unlawful personal violence. C. Serious injury. Or D. Murder. The correct answer is B, causing the victim to apprehend immediate unlawful personal violence. Does not require physical touch. Question 15. What is the defense of duress? A. Being too tired. B. Committing a crime because of a threat of death or serious injury. C. Being insane. Or D. Self-defense. The correct answer is B. Committing a crime because of a threat of death or serious injury. Pressure from another person. Question 16. The literal rule of statutory interpretation means A. Ignoring the words. B. Giving words their plain, ordinary meaning. C. Finding the intention. Or D. Fixing mistakes. The correct answer is B. Giving words their plain, ordinary meaning. First rule of interpretation. Question 17. What are punitive damages? A. To compensate the victim. B. To punish the defendant for outrageous conduct. C. To pay legal fees. Or D. No such thing in UK. The correct answer is B. To punish the defendant for outrageous conduct. Exemplary damages. Question 18. A breach of contract occurs when A. A party fails to perform their obligations. B. The contract is signed. C. A party changes their mind before signing. Or D. The price is too high. The correct answer is A. A party fails to perform their obligations. Failure to fulfill terms. Question 19. Who decides the verdict in a Crown Court trial? A. The judge. B. The clerk. C. The jury. Or D. The defendant. The correct answer is C. The jury. Jury of 12 laypeople. Question 20. What is ratio decidendi? A. The moral of the story. B. The legal principle or reason for the decision. C. A dissenting opinion. Or D. The list of witnesses. The correct answer is B. The legal principle or reason for the decision. The binding part of the judgment.